You are joining us here at Rhodoplant Dam for our 4th regatta of the season. This one being hosted by King Edwards, and they are looking after us here today. We're going to see our juniors take on the water, as this is our first under 14, under 15 regatta of the season. But with some challenging weather conditions, we're definitely going to be in some interesting racing today.
And this is my first ever race for King Edward, and we both tipped. Got back in the boat quickly, so we got our blades back together and we got in, and we did finish the race. I know a few people that didn't finish their race, and we did come last, unfortunately, but we still finished, and we finished well towards the end.
Well, we had a regatta, I think it was 2 weeks ago. We didn't get on because of weather conditions, but later that day the regatta carried on. For me, I think it's just the vibe and the brotherhood that goes through each other's blood, and yeah, probably brotherhood and the privilege to be in such a historical school and everything behind its history.
And tell me, guys, you know, rowing is not always about rowing. Have you had any funny things happen while you've been out in the water?
2 weeks ago, we went down to the Vaal, and it was Lochval. A fish jumped in our boat, and it was a different experience to usual rowing.
Looking at the results from last season, yeah, very, very proud of those results. That's the result of a 3-year plan that we've been working on in terms of developing assets, recruiting the right kind of kids at school. Obviously, we've got the right equipment around. We're excited about the new boats arriving at the end of the year. Probably a first for a private school shipping 7 freebies in 1 week. So we're quite excited about that. Looking forward, if we can keep the same program running, if we can continue to recruit correctly, I think we'll enjoy a lot of benefit moving forward. Just on the results of last season, I think it's always important for schoolboy sports games to move in cycles. You'll have years when you have good kids, you'll have years when you have slightly weaker kids. But I think what's important is that sometimes we lose sight of what we're actually about on chasing results. You know, this really at the end of the day is an adult to educational curriculum. It's about developing the character of kids, it's about teaching them lessons we can't teach in the classroom. So I think if we look at that, for me, the success is not so much on the water, it's in the caliber of the young people.
Last season, it was really heartbreaking to miss out by just so little. But we did the best we could, and we raced the race we wanted to. Second was our best, and I know we did our best. But this year, our 8 is only changed by 3 seats, 2 rows, and the cox. And we've thrown in a bucket this year at 5 and 4, so I'm quite excited. And I'm in the bucket, so excited to row that and see where that takes us. Just 2 new boys, and they're pulling their weights, and we'll see where we can go. So. Lithuania is a lot different to here. I mean, the racing overseas is a lot more cutthroat, whereas we just try and sustain speed here in South Africa in the last K. They go faster in the last K. So it's a lot of lessons. I took out a lot of lessons from that racing, and I mean, this year I just want to do my best here, and then we'll think about racing overseas again at the end of this year, and maybe go next year. But I think you really have to. You've got to think where you are racing, whether it's SA or whether it's overseas, and it's completely different. But there's a lot of lessons I learned from overseas that I can implement in racing again. Well, we've only raced the 8 once so far because of lightning and all that stuff, and because we are a government school, we don't get as much training pre-season as most of the private schools do. But I mean, everyone on the water is competition. You can't ride with anyone. There's no main competition. I mean, everyone, if you put a first 8 on the water, that first 8, you back them to win. So I think everyone from lane 1 to 8 is competition. Even yourself, you've got to beat yourself before you can beat others. So that's kind of my view on it. Everyone on the water I'm racing, there's no one that I see as more accomplished than other people. So that's how it goes for me. Well, being part of a brotherhood is a great thing, and I mean, many many of the boys' schools would speak of a brotherhood, but I think Kes is a true brotherhood because it changes over with the change of society. So a lot of things change from when maybe guys whose fathers were in the club and now their sons are in the club. The traditions have changed, but I mean, you're rowing for family, you're not rowing for one another and for maybe just the guy in front of you, the guy behind you, or just yourself. There's always a family, there's 100 people, there's 200 people watching you. At SA Champs, I'm sure we had about 50, 60 old boys here from various years. So it's you're not really thinking of who's watching you whilst you're racing, but there is that sense of when a red boat is on the water and people do know about it. It's quite a good feeling to row, not just for yourself, but for a lot of people.